Hello, friends. Today we'll be discussing and reviewing Birthday Treat. Birthday Treat is the debut novel for writer Anthony Self and was published in 2021. And before we get to the review of this book, just look at that cover. Isn't that great? Such a great cover. Birthday Treat is compared a lot to The Running Man and The Purge mixed together. The story around Birthday Treat is every year the government randomly chooses one person on their birthday to have the ability to commit a crime without punishment. So they have a free pass for 24 hours on their birthday. And it's randomly chosen, so you may go years and years without being chosen for this. And there's limits on what kind of crimes you can commit. You can't commit mass murder. You can't blow up an airplane or blow up a building. You can't do anything like that. But for the most part, you have a free pass for 24 hours. Now, if you choose not to use your birthday treat, if you have the 24 hours and you have that time to decide whether or not you want to commit the crime, then you enter a show called Hunted TV. And this TV show is like a reality TV show that the nation is gripped. So it's a really popular reality TV show that everyone watches, everyone talks about. It's like, water cooler type of thing. And the whole country watches the government chase you and try to kill you. So you have 5 days to survive. And if you survive the 5 days that the government is hunting you, then you're free to go. But there's some twists because the country or the society runs on a social credit system. So there's incentives for certain people with low credit scores to hunt you and kill you because they get a bump in their score, they get a reward. So there's not only the government hunting you, just private citizens or groups of people are also hunting you, trying to find you. Now there's one person who has survived the 5 days, and this person is kind of a hope for most people that you can survive the Hunted TV 5-day period. There's a lot more to the story than just that, but I enjoyed reading the story and discovering how everything works as I was reading the story and following these characters. Now in the story, you follow a character named Alice, and she has a birthday treat, and she has to decide whether or not she's going to use her birthday treat. We have a character named George, who is stuck in a routine. He's not too happy with his life. There's a lot of stuff with his history that you discover about him, and he also gets mixed up in the whole mess. And there's Kavanaugh, who is a government agent who is hunting Alice, amongst many other people. Now, a couple of years ago, this dystopian type of world would have seemed unbelievable, and it still seemed a little unbelievable, but it's a little more believable after the last couple of years we've had. And between some of the chapters, there's a section of like tweets and social media posts and other TV shows that are airing, and some of the examples that are between the chapters, just like a parody of social media, of Twitter, and of other TV shows on this network. Some of them sound believable, and they sound like things we can really see. you can really see happening. One example of these parody TV shows is they get these two people who used to be a couple, and they dump them into this really weird situation where they force them to work together. And it sounds like a reality TV show you'd really see. In fact, there may even be a show like that already. So it is a dystopian future type of book, but it does feel like there's something there. It's not all that unbelievable. It's not all that you can say, oh, I can kind of see that happening. I enjoyed reading about the characters, how they survive in this world, how they live their day-to-day lives, how the government and the system work, the social system works. All of this is a ton of fun. You get to know all the different characters. You get to know about their backstory. You get to really care about them or dislike them in some cases. I expected it to be a fun time, and it was a fun time, but it made me think a lot more than I expected it to. The end, especially when I finished the book, I needed a drink, and I had to take a minute, and I couldn't start another book for a little while. I had to just take it all in and just absorb it, because there's these characters like I said, you get to know them and their lives, and some of it hits home. Some of the stories hit home. I think there's a little bit of something here for everyone that everyone can kind of relate to and latch onto these characters with. And after talking with Anthony Self and getting to know him a little bit, I do see his humor in some of these characters and in this story. So it's not really heavy. There are some heavy parts of it. There's some really touching parts. There's some really emotional parts. There's also some really humorous parts. So if you're looking for a thrilling, thought-provoking, dystopian future type of story that doesn't seem all that unbelievable, check out Birthday Treat. I am going to rate Birthday Treat 5 social credits out of 5. So if you're looking for a dystopian future, thriller, emotional roller coaster, thought-provoking, character-driven type of story, check out Birthday Treat. As always, thanks for watching. I hope you found this review helpful. Have you read Birthday Treat? If you have, let me know down below what you would rate it. As always, thanks for watching. Thanks for spending a few minutes of your day with me. I always appreciate the support, and I will talk to you soon.